Hey, what's going on, friends? My name is MTraderGates, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for the Nintendo Switch. We have arrived here in Los Platos, the plates, in the last part, and now in this part we're gonna take a look around at Los Platos and then also move on to our main destination, which is, of course, to make it over there to that big old building called Mesa Goza. So let's go ahead and, take a look to see what we got around here. In every city / town, you're going to encounter vendors. And vendors, they sell various foods. And you can see what these foods do when you consume them. As you can see, we got Raid Power, Humongo Power, Egg Power. Some of them also give you slightly more EXP when you defeat Pokemon using these food items. Don't just get these foods because, you generally like them in real life. I like a good old mint chocolate ice cream, but you gotta think of, the benefits, what the actual effects do. It's kind of a thing in RPG games, typically, where you just gotta get the most efficient item, essentially. I like a lot of EXP, so I guess I'm gonna get the strawberry ice cream since I have a water type, and the EXP, you get more EXP with water Pokemon with this, so I will... Oh yeah, you can also pay with LP. LP is just side currency. I'm just gonna pay with my actual money. There are some items that you can only spend with LP, so I'm gonna just save that up. And then look at this, all of our Pokemon party, they're pretty mesmerized by the strawberry ice cream. Actually, strawberry is my go-to flavor when it comes to boba drinks, but not so much with ice cream. I don't mind strawberry ice cream usually, but strawberry ice cream isn't usually my go-to. My go-to with ice cream is usually cookies or cream or cookie dough. Especially cookie dough. Cookie dough is my favorite flavor of ice cream ever. So when you're exploring around towns and cities, you cannot actually go inside regular houses anymore. But you can talk to the people around the houses and also just around town. And yeah, there's really not much else to this place. It's just a break stop on our way to Mesa Goza, because Mesa Goza, as you can probably imagine, is also going to take a while to get to. So, in the meantime, I guess we're just going to leave and make our way to Mesa Goza right now. So, around Los Platos is this large area called the Southern Province. So there's the four compass directions with provinces. It's basically just one large route, essentially, where you can just find tons and tons of different kinds of Pokemon. So the Pokemon you can find in the Southern Province, the list is huge. You can find a Paldean form Wooper, which is actually brand new. So in previous games we had the Alolan form Pokemon of the previous games, where the Pokemon comes in a different form, and sometimes they have different moves, and they have different types. So whether or not you think it's better or worse is really up to you. And then, of course, Gen 8 has the Galarian form Pokemon. This time we have Paldean form Pokemon. And so, this is the first instance where we're going to be, if we can find one, then we could find a Paldean form Wooper. It's actually not a water ground, so it's actually a poison ground type Pokemon. Very interesting typing for a new kind of Wooper. So when you see trainers, and they have like a black text box, then that indicates that they are a very strong trainer. Stronger than trainers that are like the average level of the route, essentially. We fought one when we were on our way to Los Platos, and that's just one of few strong trainers that we'll be encountering here. Yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and explore around here. Like I said, the path is straightforward in order to get to Mesa Goza if you're interested in just going through Mesa Goza instead of going around and exploring the vastness of this world. But I feel like you'd be missing out on a ton of stuff. You'd be low on resources, and you might be potentially underleveled, even if you just fight every single trainer instead of just focusing on like wild Pokemon occasionally. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and continue my exploring, and I will see you guys on Mesa Goza. Oh, okay, so here's a Paldean Wooper right here. As you can see, it's kind of like muddy looking. Yeah, like I said, it's a poison ground type. And then its evolved form is kind of crazy. Oh yeah, that's another thing to mention, is that some of the previous Pokemon that come in a region-exclusive form, they either gain an extra evolution, or they evolve into some kind of different Pokemon. It's pretty crazy, if you ask me. Okay, I see a trainer over here. What happens when a Pokemon's HP runs out? I mean, I don't even have to answer this question. Yeah, they do get exhausted to fight, and yeah. Again, super straightforward. Even anyone who doesn't know how Pokemon works can answer this question. Here's another trainer over here. Let's go ahead and battle him. And then if you take the other way, well, at least following the pathway to get to Mesa Goza, we got this trainer. Okay, so I actually just realized that there is... I actually did not finish my explanation in all the lists of Pokemon you can find. The list is huge. I only talked about Wooper, but yeah, Wooper is one of the Pokemon. There's also Wingull, Ralts, Squovet, Combee, Sunkern, Weasel, a Magikarp, a Psyduck, a Choodle, a Ghastly, Azurill, Spew-Pew, Oricorio, Fido, Happiny. I think you can also find a Pichu and a Bonsly, a Shroodle, Bounsweet, Igglybuff, Arrokuda, and Drowsy. So, a huge list of Pokemon. I can imagine that in every area that we go to, there's gonna be a lot of new Pokemon to go over. I mean, there's a huge list of Pokemon at this point, because you know we're 9 generations of Pokemon in, and the list of Pokemon is huge. Obviously, of course, the entire roster of Pokemon does not come back in this game, just like in Sword and Shield. So unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing the national dex of this game. Now we riot. Bring back national dex. Hashtag bring back national dex. I want to see my favorite Pokemon return to this game. And now we have another trainer over here. He says he has to get stronger, which I agree. I also got to get stronger before some of these areas that I accidentally stumble into become very hard for me. Quaxley learns a new move, Aqua Jet. Aqua Jet is a water type move that will hit first. It has the same power as Water Gun, which is why I got rid of Water Gun, but Aqua Jet is a priority move, which means that it will always hit first. What is that from a distance right there? Ooh, mysterious. Hey, here's another trainer right over here. Let's go ahead and fight you. Alright, so I'm probably not going to speed up the rest of this because we're actually almost done with the exploring unless I get even more sidetracked, which chances are I am probably going to get even more sidetracked. But I mean, if I edit out this piece of commentary, then you wouldn't have known that I have said that I am not going to speed up the rest of this, right? So here we are at the Pokemon Center, right next to this place right here. You can go ahead and heal up. And then after I healed up, there's this guy right here. So anytime you see somebody with a yellow text box, then it probably means they have something important to tell you. So if you go ahead and talk to this guy right here, I'm a Pokemon League rep and having some nice battles. Well, good news. If you can defeat 4 trainers here in Area 1 of the South Province, there's a lovely prize with your name on it. And I have defeated 11 trainers. I don't even know if that's all the trainers. Like I said, there's well, like I said several times in the last video, the possibilities of this game are very vast. So it is very possible for you to, you know, miss items and also potentially miss a few trainers here and there. So it's possible that I might have missed a trainer without even like realizing that I did, because it's possible that I'm not going to get through every single thing. There's so much to do in every single location in this game. So I believe there's an item if I head all the way around over here. This is probably not the most efficient way to get this item now. I've got to wait until I have later moving abilities before to make this efficient, but well, I'm gonna do it now. I can just edit this out. That way y'all don't have to see me go all the way back. And all this for a luxury ball. It is a Pokeball that raises the friendship of your Pokemon, which is beneficial for Pokemon that evolve from friendship. You know, it's so insane with the amount of exploring that you do in this game. Like, I've spent 30 minutes trying, like, just from exploring this route. And now we finally made it. So let's go ahead and head over to the big door. Oh, Nemona's caught up to us. Did you battle some trainers on the hill? Bet your Pokemon are getting stronger. How about you show me how much you all learn in a battle? Okay, why not? I'm always down for a nice battle. Alright, have a fruitful battle? Okay, I don't know about fruitful, but let's do this. Alright, the second battle against Nemona. This time, a bit of an upgrade. She has 2 Pokemon this time. The first Pokemon being the starter Pokemon. So if you have a Quaxly, then she will have a Fuecoco with a level 8 fire type with Tackle, Leer, Ember, and Round. If you have a Fuecoco, she will have a Sprigatito, level 8 grass type with Scratch, Tail Up, Leafage, and Bite. And then if you have a Sprigatito, then she'll have Quaxly, level 8 water type with Pound, Growl, Water Gun, and Work Up. Okay, so that's the starter Pokemon defeated. Fairy Wind for who? Oh, for Hoppip? I mean, I guess. Give her a Splash for that. Not like I'm gonna use Hoppip. Hoppip is terrible. Please don't use Hoppip. Alright, next up is Pawmi. This is gonna be kind of a disadvantage, slightly. Because Pawmi, level 9 electric type with Thundershock only, and it's strong against me, so it's going to be kind of a pain. Maybe. I don't know. Hopefully it's not that bad. I'm level 13 and this thing is on level 9. Okay, so this is a new thing introduced into this generation. This is... I don't even want to mispronounce it, so I'm not even going to say what it's called in case I mispronounce it. But this form it's kind of like Dynamaxing your Pokemon, but it's not Dynamaxing. As you can see, it's the same size, but it's just, okay, Terastallizing. Terastallizing is what this is called. And Terastallizing, essentially, the Pokemon's like a crystal type of thing, and it's just stronger. Look at that, it just did half of my HP, which is kind of scary. But fortunately, I'm going to use Aqua Jet, which means it takes priority, and bye-bye! And there we go. So we defeated a stronger version of a Pawmi with just a regular Quaxly. Donald did a pretty good job with that. Young Goose learns Sand Attack, Charm. I'm not a fan. I'm not going to use it. Oh, okay. So if you forget a move in this game, then you can actually go to remember it. Actually, it's actually cool that the game allows you to do that, which is kind of helpful because sometimes when the game gives you the prompt that you're learning a move, like the few text boxes that it tells you about, that it tells you the move, then it actually, like, it's like instant text, and sometimes, like, I don't have time, like, I'm just naturally just pressing A because I just want to get through the battle, but then like the instant text happens, and then I don't even read like who's learning the move and what move it is sometimes, and then well, the next thing you know, the button I happen to be mashing through for text is B, and then the game does not let you know, like, hey, are you sure you don't want to learn this move? And then it throws me off, and sometimes it can be a good move. Alright, and so our reward is that she gives us revives, which are going to be helpful. Revives revive your Pokemon half of its max HP. And now here we are, Mesa Goza. There's a tons of hills and stairs and stuff like that in the city. And then, if we're ready to go, we are... Oh, I think we actually went inside already.